So, where have I been? Bapti. I started this channel because my brother, Camillus, who once said that it was easy to teach autumn. You didn't need a certificate. You just knew how to teach it, or you knew the language, so you just teach it that way. Not a formal college, what have you, but just to start teaching the language. I've been teaching my wife for since I met her, and she, I know she knows it, but she understands a lot of it. So in order to learn a language, sometimes you have to immerse yourself in that language and continue to talk. And that's how I grew up. I grew up at Santa Rosa boarding school at North Santa Rosa, and our choice of language around the dinner table was just autumn. And I would say a lot of people say that because that's how they learned the language, no formal education or what have you. And so I took my brother Camillus' words when he had said that to me, and I created this channel just to talk, and it's gone somewhere. So I'm busy. I'm a student at ASU, student at CAC, or the community liaison for the Dawn Autumn Nursing Care Authority, and I'm always just going. I was doing a lot of stuff, a lot being into the community, a community rep at one time, and it was a lot, and I had to say no, unfortunately, because I wanted to finish my schooling. And that hurts sometimes because you're not there and you see the community and what you can do, but you have to say no. And it's we celebrated Frances Stout's birthday, 90th birthday, at the nursing home at Tonka campus. And one of the things that she said is that because she talked about how she worked hard, and it's in the video, in the Tonka media video. But one thing she said when everybody laughed, which was very true, is sometimes you have to say no. And it's not funny, but it's true. You have to say no sometimes because there are other things that you really want to get done or you want to do. And unfortunately, it's not favored. When some people say, when you have to say no to a lot of things because something's got to get done, and unfortunately that is the way that it is. But since I've created this channel, I've gone back to it and tried to put some videos together. Life knows no bounds, and life is a road with lots of signs, ups and downs, and my life, or at least my life, was slowed down a lot, and also and in COVID, we've lost people, cousins. It started with a lot of people, but most closely to me was probably because I sing in a group, and the sons, Tony, or who I call Tones, or Luis Anthony Aloysius Lopez, passed through COVID, and it was a rocky road. Because we knew each other. Us cousins have a group, and we talk a lot, laugh a lot, joke a lot, and when those times happen, we lose a member of our group, and it was hard because we somehow couldn't continue, in a sense. And then I lost I lost 3 family members. I lost two of my brothers and one of my sister, and my brother Luterio, who passed on, hurt because he was like my we were triplets in a sense, and we were always together, laughed, fought, argued, laughed more, and worked together a lot. And so when he was gone, it was just, I stuck to my guns at what I need to complete and what I need to do, because of what I want to do, and having to say no a lot of times. And then I lost my sister, Kathleen, and then I lost my brother Camillus. Then I lost my other cousin who was in the group, Jason. So those times were really, really hard for me, and I just had to continue to do what I was doing, or what I want to do. And like I said, we celebrated a 90-year-old, and I always say, you know, a lot of us are not going to reach 90 years old. So we need to celebrate life and what have you. And it was hard for a while, but I started to continue. And I really want to thank a lot of those people that come up to me or see me, or will say, you need to do more videos, you need to do this, and I'm learning from you. And I really appreciate that. When they do come up and talk to me and tell me that. And I've had some people not like me because of what I do, which is I'm fine with. I have enemies. Everybody has enemies. You will have an enemy, and everybody will have them. But I think sometimes we just have to put that aside and do what you want to do. Those enemies are not going to be in the grave with you, or at least in the same coffin. It's your life that's going to, and how you want to live it is how you're going to live it. And but those times, during those times, I really appreciate those people. I always talk about people that come up to me and want to take a picture of me, or want to take a selfie or what have you, because they see me. And a lot of people that make comments or see me in person and make comments, I really appreciate those people. But that's life. And you know, fortunately or unfortunately, it is what it is. And sometimes we all have to move on and try to and I've tried to make amends with those people that probably you don't like, and maybe you personally don't like them, but you try to make amends to them, because one day you're not that you're gonna need them, but you're gonna regret it, or and that's the hard times. So in life's journey, or in the journey with the maze, one day that we reach maturity, we meet that center for the third time, and we've learned that we're mature, and that all those things when you're a kid or a teenager or young, 30 years old or what have you, all those that you've done in life don't really matter no more. And one of the things that Frances said at her birthday is that 90-year-old is short. It's gonna come really quick. So you have to enjoy life and enjoy what you do in life. And that's coming from a 90-year-old. And she's still fit. She's still beautiful. She still walks. She still does a lot of that stuff. And I really appreciate, especially a lot of the conversations I've had by myself with her. But that's life. That's what life gives us. And we choose how we want to live that life for yourself and for your family and for your kids if you have kids. And that's how it has to be. So I just wanted to give you some life update, and I plan to continue to keep doing videos and just do them. I know people appreciate it, maybe some people don't, and I don't really care about that. But there are some. So I always say I've been in the political world, and I've been in a lot of places, and I see people, and sometimes I don't recognize you or may not know you. So if I'm talking to you and I happen to say, "Excuse me, can you tell me who you are?" It's not that. I mean, you've grown up. You maybe got bigger, maybe got smaller, maybe got taller, and so I really I really would ask if you see me somewhere, tell me. And I'm getting old too, so I may not forget. I'm very forgetful with names, or unless I have an experience and I know, okay, this is how I know this person and that's how I know it. But if I don't know you, I really appreciate it. I saw a guy at the Halloween carnival that we had, and he was saying, "Hey, I know you. I know the voice," and we were laughing, and I finally figured out who it was, and I'm like, "Okay, I know you." And so, and probably the next time I want to see him, I probably won't remember. But if I do, if I don't, I really appreciate people coming up to me and say, "Hey, this is me, and this is how I am." And fortunately, I'll remember you. I'll remember. But there's so many people in this world, I guarantee you. But that's what I'd really want to say, and I won't leave yet until I share a autumn word, and that in this life, people used to say, when we talked about October, people used to say good how much come. People still say that now, and it's not wrong. Good how much come is just really somebody who's elder, who've reached that level that they're good to them. And some people don't say it that way because they feel that it's like a big guy, good how much come. So it doesn't matter how you say it. Some of the elders would say "seguhokam," meaning "seguhok," meaning you're still using the "gu," but "seguhokam" or "seguhokam," how much come, meaning that it's really that you've matured, you've at that level that you've matured. And a lot of people use 55 or 65, that their person is seguhok, and really seguhok means is that you've reached the age of maturity, or wisdom is upon you, and you're seguhok to them, and that's why they use seguhokam humachkam. And I always say in the Tonka videos and in the videos that I've done, is I always say hugam seguhokam humachkam machanyukut, those mature people that we take care of, because we as employees of Tonka take care of those individuals. So I always say it that way. But seguhokam humachkam meaning is a elder. That's how I would say it. Doesn't matter, and again, it doesn't mean that it's the better way to say it. If you say good how much come, I understand that. If somebody said that to me, hugam good how much come, I already know. I'm not going to stand there and correct the individual, because I don't like, again, I'll say it again, I don't like to correct individuals when they do say that. But that's your word. That's your word today. I'm still getting back and doing some stuff, so you'll see more of me on this channel, and I appreciate your liking this video, and certainly hit like, subscribe, share, what have you, so that we can get more people to learn how to speak Autumn. Like Tamyasi.